Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. Spontaneous review, this one. It's middle of the night. I had a bit of sleep sort of late afternoon. I was going to do this stout earlier in the day, and then, just tiredness got the better of me. I'm still tired as now, but it's middle of the night. Can't really sleep, so it's a tasty number by Sirene, and they're out of Reservoir, which is northern suburbs of Melbourne. It's called Dark Star 3.0, and it's a praline chocolate stout, aged 36 months in Starward whiskey barrels. So Starward are the ones that do like your Ramjet, a lot of other sort of cult dark beers where they're whiskey barrel aged. So looking forward to it. It's only like a small percentage, 6.3. So it's not right up there with like a lot of the big barrel aged imperial stouts. So it's more of it's going to have that barrel aged presence, but it's going to be more sort of desserty. See how it goes anyway. I've got my elegant Denver and Liley glassware. And cheers to the boys already in the chat. Sorry I'm a little bit late. So we've got Stewie, Bulk, and Henny. Good to see you. Hopefully you are all well, having a good weekend, whatever time you have off work. So hopefully it opens easily. It's always tricky with some of these tops, especially when the glass is really thick. I don't want it to go everywhere like the beer I had the other day. Thankfully, no. Okay, let's pour her in. So I'm expecting it to be pretty light in body, probably more of a chocolatey colour than black. So these guys are known for their praline stout. I think it's just called praline, to be honest. I can't remember, but I dare say this is just that aged in the whiskey barrels. I don't think they've added any adjuncts or anything. I'm always late. It's because I do lives all the time. Spilled a little bit. So yeah, it's like a dark chocolate in colour. Body's pretty light. Not much of a head, but that's expected with the barrel age. Yeah, carbonation's pretty light as well. When I opened it, it didn't piss out everywhere like the beer I had the other day with the similar top. Let's go a whiff. So it's that, I think praline's like sort of like a hazelnut thing. So you're getting like huge sort of milky chocolate. It's almost like a Belgian chocolate and like a nutty quality. Cheers, Joey and Paul. Good to see you. I'm getting some sweetness, I reckon, from the barrel. I'm also getting some annoyance from the dog on the couch next to me. So annoying when they start scratching and it's all you can hear. So yeah, I get a little touch of the whiskey in the background. Cheers, Jimmy. But yeah, it reminds me of when you get like praline chocolates and it's got that sort of hazelnut nougaty sort of centre with the chocolate around the outside. That's what it reminds me of in smell. They're normally like European chocolates of some kind. It's probably like a praline's probably like a Belgian or a French thing, I'd say. But yeah, it's like a little bit sort of decadent and rich. Here we go. Just what you want in the middle of the night. Just going to put it on mute for a bit. The joys of life. Anyway, I'm going in. I need to taste this bad boy. Cheers, boys. It's actually quite tart. I'm getting a lot of dark fruit. Here we go. What's Buddy say about praline? And cheers, Buddy. Just seen you there. Pralines are a confection made from nuts, sugar, and sometimes cream. Yeah, so it's like a combination of nuts plus other things. Yeah. It's just always been a thing of theirs to make a praline stout. And I always just got like a sort of chocolatey, yeah, hazelnut pastry sort of thing. That's pretty cool that you're there, brother. Hopefully you're enjoying some fine delights. Cool. Yep. It's just one in particular. He won't settle because he's old and has like hip problems and that. He does this little dance thing. It's very annoying because it's so loud. I'm trying to be quiet because it's like middle of the night here. Yeah, I could imagine. Yeah, anywhere over there, like Scandinavia would be amazing, but it's for an Australian, it's probably the most expensive place to go. There or like probably anywhere in North America, just because they're so far away, and the conversion with like the money and stuff. Plus, Scandinavia is expensive as it is. So yeah, as I said, I get like a real dark fruit sort of tart presence. It's almost like I wouldn't be surprised if the whiskey barrel's like a wine, like the whiskey's been aged in a wine barrel. It's got like a huge sort of like a red grape presence. It's very interesting. I need to read up a bit more on it. Doesn't really go into detail, but just like the taste straight away, just like it was like real surprising. Cheers, Craig. Good to see you, brother. Haven't seen you for ages, mate. Good old Vikings. Yeah, it's a show I probably need to watch. I find myself I don't really watch shows anymore. I don't watch movies. I don't watch shows. I tend to like I follow a lot of people on YouTube and like different sort of genres as well. Like I watch a lot of travel stuff and comedy stuff. I ended up getting rid of Netflix and some of those streaming services because I just wasn't using them anymore. Yes. Hopefully the Vikes get that win over the Packers. Yeah. So yeah, one thing I will comment on the beer is it's very light in body, but I did expect that because the ABV is so low, and the base beer of this can be light at times. But just that tart, buddy, it's like tart red grape. And then you're getting the chocolate and the nutty quality. You sort of get that first, and then the whatever the sort of grapey, fruity character is just comes in and goes boom and like punches that out of the way and takes over. It's just very like unexpected. Like I don't mind it, but it's like yeah, just it's completely different flavour to what I expected. That's what sort of got caught me off guard. Just very tart, like it's almost mouth puckering. It's more sour than a sour beer. It was apparently aged 36 months in Starward whiskey barrels, but I can't help but think the Starward whiskey's got to be like a wine variant one because I know they do like some of their whiskies are like yeah like Shiraz barrel and yeah like it just tastes like that. I'm getting more wine quality than I am whiskey quality. Here we go. As far as like getting up on stage and talking and that goes, I've always been like really outgoing and never had a problem talking to anyone. But yeah, as a kid, I always used to hate public speaking, and then even into like my late teens and early 20s. And then I started doing like birthday speeches, like when mates turned like 18, 21, whatever. And it's like, I don't know, it's like the fear sort of started to, I don't know, go away a little bit. It's like you get older and wiser and sort of it doesn't, you don't worry about it as much. And then I did a best man speech at a wedding and I got a shitload of laughs. Like I spent a lot of time on the stuff I wrote and just tried to make it really funny. And I got a shitload of laughs from like hundreds of people I didn't know. And it gave me a really good feeling, like of adrenaline. And I remember being in the toilet after I did the speech, and so many people that were in there, I could just hear them because I was in the stall and they're pissing or whatever. all talking about how good the speech was and how funny it was. And yeah, it just gave me this really awesome feeling. And it's like ever since that, it's like when it comes to any sort of like having to talk in front of a heap of people and that, it's like it just doesn't worry me now at all. So yeah, it's when it comes to that sort of stuff, yeah, if you had some good material, I feel like it'd be it wouldn't be so bad. I mean, it's always gonna suck knowing if people are gonna find shit funny or not, but yeah, I reckon it'd be something I'd actually give a go. I've got like a mate that's a comedian, and like, yeah, we were talking about it the other day that it'd be cool just to, if you had a little bit of material, just to give it a crack in some small pub. And it's always shit talk with you. This bottle's deceiving too. It's like 375 mils. Like it's small. It's like the size of a can, but it looks really big. Yeah, the whole like that wine character just it's so weird. Especially how much it takes over. Yeah, they have a lot of open mic stuff and that, especially in the suburbs in Melbourne. There's a club in North Melbourne that does shitloads of it. And there's a few in the city. Um, yeah. I mean, I look back at it and a lot of the material with like the shit I wrote with my mate or towards my mate. It's a bit easier when it's like you know the person and there's sort of life experience there, but I don't know. There's definitely a lot of issues you could sort of talk about. So I think I'd be one of those people. If I gave it a crack and no one laughed, I don't think I'd really care. I'd just be like, oh well, at least I gave it a go. Being pretty like thick skinned. So what's everyone up to? What time? It's 20 past 3 in the UK in the afternoon, and it would be what mid morning in the US on the East Coast. It's good that it's only sort of halfway through my time off work. The days aren't going too fast, which is good. I don't really want to go back to work. I was desperate to do some shopping just with the Christmas break and the public holidays and stuff. There's been a lot of days where I haven't, went and bought supplies. So I was desperate for certain things. And I thought, oh, fuck it, I'll get a shitload of stuff and just get it delivered. So yeah, today, so it's early Sunday morning here now, like 2:20 in the morning. But yeah, later on is in the afternoon. I'm getting shitloads of stuff delivered, like cartons of beer and a heap of meat, heap of vegetables, like snacks, couple of bags of dog food, like just all your supplies, and it's like just amazing how much it costs these days. Like fair enough, I got a fair bit of stuff, but it probably cost me about $80 more than what I expected. And like a lot of the shit I bought was like half price or on special. You can see why a lot of families and that out there are really battling. I needed a case of smasher beers because I've found myself the last few days. It's like I'll be drinking a couple of beers and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I just want to like chill out with like miscellaneous or whatever. And then I'm like, fuck, I don't have any beers where I can just crush them. They're all beers I want to like review. Cheers, Lee. Good to see you again, mate. Oh yeah, cool. I'd imagine that'd be a fair job. Yeah, the two cases of beer I got are both American. I just wanted VB, but it was like way overpriced. So I went a case of Cause because that was on special, and I thought I haven't had it for a while. And then a case of Miller, as in Miller Chill. They had Miller Genuine Draft there as well. I hadn't had the chill for a while, so I was like, fuck it, they're two good smasher beers. It's ridiculous that the American macro beer's even cheaper than the Australian stuff at the moment. Whew. So yeah, I'm really confused with this beer. I really, really felt like a stout because I haven't really had many lately, and I was like, I really, really wanted one, and now this hasn't it hasn't fulfilled my desire for one because it tastes more like it's got more like wine characteristics and like it's almost like I'm drinking like a Belgian sour that's like wine barreled or something. That wine character's just completely taken over the rest of the beer. So I would say to anyone out there, if you're thinking this is going to be a nice sort of desserty stout, think again. On smell, you'd think yes, but as soon as you taste it, you just get this huge, like, yeah, huge sort of like grape character. Very, very odd. And like that's the thing, it tastes nice, like it's good, but it's sort of not what I expected from the description of the beer. Yeah, that's what I wish we got Coors Banquet and Miller High Life, but we don't get them. We get the normal Coors that's got like the mountain range on it, and then the Miller we get's the genuine draft, and then we get just the normal Bud, the red Bud. I think it's like the draft version or whatever. They're pretty much the only macro American beers we get. It's just weird how we get those three. And yeah, as far as like malt liquor goes, it's sort of non-existent in Australia. Yeah. Yeah, I've got a feeling they're like contract brewed here in Australia somewhere. From what I've heard, I reckon it's like Cooper's in Adelaide. Yeah, this one's very confusing, dude. Um, yeah, like upon smell, it was like that chocolatey hazelnut vanilla sort of like caramel biscuity sort of thing going on, and you got like a little faint touch of like sort of like sweet whiskey and oak. And then yeah, just on flavour, I got like the chocolate and the hazelnut sort of just briefly, like as soon as I sipped it. And then all of a sudden, boom, you just got this sour, like really sour red grape thing come in. And that's why I'm just so confused as to like whether it's like, yeah, whether it's like some sort of yeasty quality with the malts, or the whiskey's like a wine barrel whiskey that's just really prominent with like red grape and takes over everything else. It's just, yeah, it's just so odd. It was just not what I expected at all. Yeah, well, I don't think it would be. So that's another thing I thought is maybe the beer's not right. But it'll be interesting to see what other people say. Because yeah, if the beer's infected, like that would make sense too. Like I mean, to get, because it's such a weird style. I might have to, yeah, have a chat to someone about it. I'll have to go on Untap though and see what they say on there. Hmm. Very, very hard to come up with a conclusion on that one. Cheers, mate. Yeah. See, it's only brand new. It's the Dark Star 3.0. There's obviously been the previous versions, but yeah, it only just got released. I don't think it has like I don't know if it has a date on the bottle. Oh, here we go. It's got a batch number. Uh, the bottled, the bottled's actually way earlier than I thought. It's earlier in the year, but I'm sure it's only just got released. Especially if it's only got that amount of check-ins on Untapped. Yep. Yeah, I'll have to suss it out because it wasn't cheap either. I paid good money for it. So as far as, yeah, I don't think I'll score this one because yeah, I just feel like I can't really give it an accurate score for what it is. I mean, as far as flavour goes, I still still enjoy it. It's not like it's not like it's undrinkable or has any sort of off flavors. It's just very strange. It's like it's deceiving to my like eyes because I'm drinking something that tastes like Belgian and red grape forward, but it's like an imperial, or not an imperial stout, but a like a desserty stout. So just even on smell, it smells like chocolate and like that praline sort of quality, but you just don't get it in the flavour. Cheers, Thomas. Good to see you, brother. So yeah, I don't think I'll score this one. I think normally with the OG version where it's just the praline stout, no barrel, I think I normally give it sort of early fours, like 4.3 or something like that. It's always a pretty solid beer. Apparently, you can get it in like the UK and that as well, which is pretty cool. So I might leave a little bit in the bottle and take a photo. But yeah, I'm not sure if anyone's live at the moment. Not sure what's going on afterwards. I don't know if I'm going back to bed or not. It's bloody 2:30 a.m. But yeah, as I said, I had some sleep this Savo, and then I went and tried to go to sleep for good earlier, and just woke up and was laying there and couldn't really go back to sleep. So now I'm sort of in no man's land, not knowing what I'm doing. I could keep drinking, but sort of if I'm going to drink, it's like I want to do reviews because most of the beers are good. But anyway, I'll wrap it up there. Thanks everyone for chiming in. It's good to see plenty of people in the chat again, especially going live at this time. I had no idea who would be around, but yeah, maybe something coming up shortly. I'm not really sure. If anyone's going live, let us know. But yeah, thanks again, and we'll see you soon.